Edgecombe.
This is Ring the Damn Bell, your weekly shot of Sixers news, stories, and heartbreak. Let's go trust the neighbors.
Welcome to Ring the Damn Bell. I'm John.
I'm Sanoj.
And we are your weekly shout out of Sixers news, sometimes emergencies. And whether it's a deep dive on Thursdays or a post-game reaction, we're the neighbors you can trust.
Trust us.
Trust the neighbors.
And it is great to be back in the lab.
It is great to be back in the studio. And did you like VJ's little wave? You got to see the poster dunk.
I got to see it. You know what was fun?
Yeah.
VJ was a little quiet in the beginning of the game, and I said...
You motivate. You said attack.
I yelled attack
So I
at
said
VJ,
attack.
and then he just took off from then.
He did, but we'll... here's the...
The motivator.
Okay, we'll do... Alyssa, show the poster dunk. Here it is, Sanoj. There it is. Right over Mr. Tony Bradley.
Former Sixer Tony Bradley.
Oh, he was done. That was a great one. It wasn't his best poster dunk.
No, not.
But
it was up there though. But you know what?
It
It was the energy they needed at that point.
But yeah, hey, so Sanoj, we had a great time last night. We beat the Pacers, which we should have.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what.
Let's talk about the good.
Let's talk about the good.
Let's talk about the good.
We got a W.
We got a W.
Okay.
We had a blowout in the fourth.
We did. Well, we went into we were tied in the fourth with 8 minutes and 41 seconds to go at 88 with a team that has 10 wins.
Yep.
That's confusing. That's really confusing. They're on a back-to-back, right?
Yep, they play the Suns tonight.
Play the Suns tonight. And you're playing a team with 10 wins.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to blow that team out in the first three quarters so you can sit everybody in the fourth and have Kyle Lowry, the commissioner, and you can have Janai Broom come in and clean the game up with his broom.
Janai Broom was not even going to get in there.
Well, they
in garbage time.
They should have been up like about 35 points so you sit everybody. But man, that was. But
how about Maxey? Maxey, there's a name I've been hearing about him on and off. Maxey the Thief.
Maxey the Thief.
Now, why is that?
8 steals last night. Maxey had 8 steals last night, career high. You know, he's second in the league in steals right now.
Yeah, he is. He's
crushing it.
He's a quick guy.
But yeah, he had 29. You know, I love his stat line. You add a number to it. He had 29, 4, 8, and 8. You know, you don't really throw that in there, but 24, 8, and 8. Embiid consistently now is scoring. He's performing at that. And he says now the MVP level, 39 and 4. That's 14 games in a row. He scored over 20 points that he's played.
It's like we said, there's been a resurrection in his career. It did not look good beginning of the season. He's starting to show form again.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good in the fourth, but the first 3 quarters, you and I were not too happy what we were seeing. What was happening at the free throw line?
I have never seen a team shoot. I mean, God, we shot. I got to look it up. I don't even know what our free throw percentage was, but at one point in time,
they ended up around 69-70%, but it was much lower in the first 3 quarters. But at one point
in time, we were in the. I mean, I think we missed about 12 or 13 free throws. You think about that through the first. You know, okay, so you're not going to shoot 100% from the line, but they should shoot 85. You know, so you throw in 7 or 8 more points in there, and this is not a game, right? You know, but
do you remember what I kept saying for the first half? Why is VJ so domiciled? Why is he just staying at top of the key and not being aggressive?
I don't know. It's a good point. He's becoming a little tentative, but he did come alive.
After I yelled attack,
it's because of your influence.
He went in and he took off. He had scored 11 points, and he just took off from that. And that dunk on Tony Bradley, which was amazing, is why we showed in the beginning.
It was, but you know, Tony Bradley had a dunk last night too.
He did. He
had a dunk on. Should we show the dunk on Embiid?
No. This is a Sixers podcast. Tony Bradley is not getting no love on here.
Yeah, but I just wanted to look up real quick. I wanted to see what our so you know, obviously, you know, we 22 fouls to 14 fouls. They had a lot more fouls. We were at the free throw line. We shot a lot of free throws. We shot 67%, 24 for 36 from the line. That's horrible. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know.
But something else I noticed at the game?
What's that?
Usually when you see Nick Nurse coaching, it's him pacing up and down, very upset, very angry, almost in tears, yelling at the refs. Yesterday, nearly the whole game, he sat down with his head in his hands.
Yeah, he was kind of
and
quiet.
he just watched.
He was kind of. You know what? I'll tell you what. You know, the game started out. It was pretty interesting because we came out on fire. You know, Kelly had those 3 downhill scores. You got into the lane, three nice buckets. Embiid was 5 for 5 in the first period. I think he had 10 points in.
They started off kind of strong.
They did, but you know it was crazy. They started off strong, but the Pacers were right there with them. You know, and the difference I think in that first period was free throws. So we were getting to the line, but we were missing free throws. And
But
I think
who's their spark off the bench all the time? Another former Sixer. TJ McConnell.
Oh, Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah.
TJ had 10 points last night.
But he
TJ
hits it at the most opportune times. He's very sneaky little player.
He is a sneaky little guy with that fully extended arm jump shot. He's just really tough to stop.
When he left to the Pacers, I wasn't happy because he was our little our little Rudy, as you want to call him.
Little Rudy,
our little Rudy.
But anyway, but I'll tell you what, Tyrese. Let's talk about Tyrese, the All-Star starter.
Mm-hmm.
He is second in fan voting, third in media voting, and fifth in player voting. I mean, this guy, he's getting the cred right now from everybody, which is phenomenal.
So when ESPN, when they announced their starters for the East and the West, they went down the list for the East, and they're all like, oh, great. Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham. They're a little excited for Cade Cunningham. Then it said Tyrese Maxey. Each and every one of those analysts got excited.
They did.
They were genuinely happy for this kid to be a starter. And it was so great to see. Like, there's a love for Maxey, the way he plays and his attitude and his size alone. His size makes people love him more. He's doing all that with the size. But they said Giannis, they said Jalen, they said Cade. Then they said Tyrese, and all of them got really excited.
I didn't see it. I heard about that. But how can you not love the guy? I mean, the guy is just,
how can you not?
He's just a good human being, and with a work ethic next to none. Everybody loves. He's always smiling, loves to play the game. He just has that youthful exuberance. I mean, this is
a good moment to bring up.
What's that?
What happened with VJ and Maxey?
Let's talk about that. So I think we need to show that clip, Alyssa. We need to show that clip of VJ and Tyrese had a little.
They got a little into it on the sidelines.
But I heard when that happened. But right after the clip, Tyrese's dad texted Tyrese and said, "Hey, you and VJ okay?" And Tyrese is like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
It's like it's like nothing. It's like anything else. These two guys are passionate. They want to win. Tyrese he's the vet. VJ's the rook. I think VJ's passionate as well. There's nothing here.
The way I'm looking at it is Harden took Maxey under his wing. Maxey now is taking VJ under his wing. And it was basically his mentor, his friend, his brother, telling him there's a defensive collapse. You didn't drop on my man, and they got an easy bucket. It was against the Cavs, and it was a frustrating game because they lost the game before.
Yeah.
So this was just basically what I liked about this was VJ. First, there's two things about VJ I liked about this. First of all, great for Tyrese for going at him and telling him, like, this is what you did wrong. VJ held his own and tried to give his side of it. Maxey came back and said his side of it, and eventually came to what VJ said, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I think even in the press conference, they said, "Yeah, we still love each other."
Of course they do.
They do.
And then at the end of yesterday's game, at half court, as the minutes were winding down, Maxey had his arm around his shoulder.
Yeah, we
got a picture of it, but I didn't get a great picture.
We were we can maybe, but we wish we would have videoed that moment because we weren't that far from it.
The brotherhood between these two can only bode well for the Sixers' future.
I'll tell you what, and there's a few prime years ahead of those two. Obviously, Maxey's 25. VJ, I think, is 20. He's 20. But man, they got a future. It is, Stephen A's comment. They're a box office back. They're going to be good to watch. Hey, talk about KO. KO came out. Finally, we saw the Kelly Oubre of before the injury.
But again, like most of them, they start off strong and kind of disappear in the second and the third. But
yeah, but that's kind. Look, Kelly came out strong. He had 18 points in the game.
It was good to see that. Again.
It was good to see him getting downhill and getting to the rim. Because that's where he excels. It was good to see the aggressive Kelly back last night. So.
But let me ask you this: are the Sixers telling him now? Play it up. We got to move you. We got to get your value up.
No.
I don't want to lose KO. But
I don't. Well, it's interesting. February 5th, I think, is a trade.
It's a trade deadline.
And I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we're above the luxury tax. And I did a little looking at that today. It'll cost them. If the season were to end today, they'd owe $10.3 million to the league.
You know who I think is good as gone?
They've always shaved salary. Who?
I think Andre Drummond and Justin Edwards. I think I've been hearing their names thrown around a lot.
Yeah. Well, and you wonder, you got three people on expiring contracts, right? You got Andre, you got the Commissioner Gordon,
Quentin Grimes,
Kelly
Oubre,
and Kelly Oubre. So, so you wonder what's going to happen. Actually, Eric Gordon, Andre, and KO are on expiring contracts. You got what, $15 million worth of salary amongst those three. It's tempting. Look, they're going to be.
There's nothing tempting for us as fans. Getting underneath the luxury cap, like who cares? You want Sixers save your money, and I go, you got to pay players later. But if they are going to make a move, what is the smartest move they can do? And that is to shore up the interior defense.
I'll tell you who it's not.
Who is it not?
You know I'm going to say, don't
Let's
you?
hear it.
It's not Jay Huff. I'll tell you, I was not impressed with this guy last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's, look, he's playing Embiid, right? But
If
Embiid
you can have Huff and Embiid on the floor at the same time, not as a backup, like, experimenting, or Huff and Bona, maybe. Drummond's not that guy.
No.
Your boy Jabari, I know you love him, but he's not that guy.
You said
Watford,
Jabari Walker.
I don't even know if Jabari Walker is considered a strong role player.
Let me ask you a question about Jabari Walker and Dominic Barlow, who's starting.
Right.
Okay. When it comes, they're not eligible to play in the playoffs, right? As two-way players. So when we get down to crunch time, are they going to sign both of them at playoff? Because look, Dominic's starting. And Jabari's a role player right now, getting minutes.
I honestly don't know because they have these. As far as Dominic Barlow, he's a good role player. As far as locking him down long term, I don't know.
But
it depends on the price.
The question is going to be at the end of the season, depending on what the chemistry looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to sign? Look, Dominic Barlow is going to get signed for the playoffs,
right?
But are you going to sign Jabari? I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
It depends what they do with the deadline.
It depends. There's a lot. That's right. It depends what they do. I really don't want to see him do anything.
We're guard heavy. Our interior defense is. We're guard heavy with far as Tyrese Maxey, VJ, Quentin Grimes, all those guys. Yeah. I mean, we're fine there. But as you know, our interior defense is horrible. We were just saying before we started recording this podcast, Embiid has to cover a lot of ground when he's by himself, and that's why Tony Bradley got that nasty dunk on him. But he needs help. Embiid can't do it all. He did lose a step. He's getting it back, but he's still not who he was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, there's one guy. The other guy I want to talk about this game last night was for the Pacers was Johnny Furphy.
Johnny Furphy, that's your guy.
Furphy. I thought he was. You know what? He did not. He only averaged 5 points a game. I think he only had a few points last night. But he hit that three in the very beginning, and I said, "There's the next
career night for
Jalen Tyson. He's gonna drop 39."
I don't know. I could see you in a Furphy jersey for some
reason. No Furphy jersey for me. But Johnny Furphy, out of Kansas, as a Kansas guy,
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, Johnny Furphy didn't kill us last night. Nobody killed us last night. What killed us was free throws. What killed us was, I believe, a lack of intensity and effort and sense of urgency at the beginning of that game. Mm-hmm. I didn't. Both you and I were both sitting there, almost kind of. But you know what? I never really felt like we were going to lose the game.
I didn't think we were going to lose the game because we're playing against one of the worst teams in the league. And eventually they'll get it together. But
even my boy Pascal Siakam couldn't take him to the promised land.
No, but here's the thing: they're playing against a 10-win team.
Yeah,
that won, and it should not be that close. Yes, they blew them out in the fourth, but why was it so tough to get there? Like, if you're playing against, we have the Suns coming tonight. We have the Rockets a couple days after. Then we have the Knicks. The Knicks, thank goodness, they're faltering.
Oh,
Knicks, I love to see what I'm seeing. Keep it up.
Happy.
They got blown out by the Mavs.
Isn't that great?
And the Knicks don't have any key injuries. Why? No. They're losing, and I love to see it. I don't know why. Let's keep that going, guys. Thank you.
I think they're 2-8 in their last 10. They've lost.
They're 2-8 in their last 10. They don't have any key injuries.
I think we're only a game behind them in the standings right now.
Again, the East is so close to each other in every way.
Yeah.
So yes, they have a chance to slip into 5th, 4th, and move their way up.
Well, which is kind of frustrating, when you lose to a team. Last night's game kind of reminded me a little bit of the Nuggets game, right? We were playing a G League team in the Nuggets, and we were kind of like, you had Nembhard and you had Siakam, who were kind of, Nembhard's kind of unstoppable, isn't he?
I got our next subject since you said G League.
Oh, okay. What's that? Well, wait. Let's finish that though on the Pacers. I just felt like I had those Nuggets vibes, the Brooklyn game. We were just. And the only a game, I think we're only a game behind out of third right now because, like you said, the East is so blocked up. We should be in third right now. We shouldn't have lost.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. They got to win these games.
That's the NBA.
Now we have the Suns tonight.
26 and 17, 7th in the West.
Before we move on to our upcoming games, you just mentioned G League, Jared McCain.
Yeah, Jared McCain.
They took him down to G League, and do you hear what his stats were down there?
No, I didn't.
It is not good.
Is it not good?
In 30 minutes, he had 15 points, 5 for 18. That's 28%.
Wow.
2 for 9 from the 3, 22%. Now here's a kicker: 6 turnovers.
Really?
This is in the G League. Now he got down to the G League not to like reprimand him. He's struggling. He needs to get reps. He's not going to get the reps on the floor with the Sixers right now.
No,
So you send him down to the G League to get his reps, get his legs back, literally get his legs back. His knee, as they were saying, he doesn't have the burst he had last year, so he's got to work on
he
that.
has no
But
lateral movement either. You know,
but when you were a rookie of the year candidate last year, and now you're in the G League, and I get it, he had the thumb injury and the knee injury, and you have 6 turnovers, 5 for 18. What is it? 22% from the 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're supposed to be a spot up shooter.
Yeah. And, he's had enough time now that, look, it took Kelly Oubre a couple games to get. Now, Kelly didn't have the injury that that Jared had, but he's not coming back to where he was. And I think there's been enough time for him to do that at this point. So
I'm not ready to move on just yet, and I don't think his value's there.
I know you're a big McCain fan. I was too.
I am a McCain fan. I'm not giving up on the kid for several reasons. First of all, he's young.
He's a good kid.
He was a rookie of the year candidate, so maybe he can get that back. And just like VJ and just like Maxey, he's got a good head on the shoulders.
Yeah, he does.
You don't want to lose those kind of guys.
Well, that's the thing. We got a lot of really good guys in this team.
We do.
We have good people on this team, which is kind of nice to see. So anyway. But so the Suns tonight. So the Suns are 26 and 17, 7th. They won their last 2. They beat the Nets.
Here's what's interesting about the Suns. They're in 7th seed in the West.
Yeah.
But they're 7-3 in their last 10.
They are 7.
They're starting to make a little comeback.
They have very
Wait.
What's that?
Embiid played last night against the Pacers. So guess what?
He's out tonight.
He's out tonight.
He's out. He was So they changed it to out. But guess who's back in? Paul George. And our buddy. We knew that. Well, we knew that last night. We knew they're not going to play both PG and Embiid in a back-to-back. Neither one of them are going to play back-to-backs anymore, which is really
so he plays a game. PG plays a game, has a few days off. Oh, he's not ready. He can't play. So are they just switching them in and out
He's only
now?
making $50 million a year, so now that's not enough to
51.
Play. Well, okay, 51.
And it's going to be more next year.
I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think about What do you think about the Suns tonight? I mean, they're a good team. I mean, you got.
I think it's going to be tough.
You got balanced scoring with Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, and Colin Gillespie. They're all. They had 27, 24, and 22 last night. I looked at Colin Gillespie. He's shooting 45% from 3 on the road.
Right.
And again, what I do. Seems like every team that comes in, if we're not closing out on these guys, we were playing 5 different Steph Currys.
Right,
and
that's the way it seems. It really does.
That's the way it seems. It seems like everybody can bang threes against us. So we'll see.
Against the Suns, I don't know. Devin Booker, and they got their Dylan Brooks, their little bully. He's always starting stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. You know who else comes off the bench for them?
Who's that?
I love to hate Grayson Allen.
He went to Duke, didn't he?
He's a Duke guy.
Yep.
Yeah. He's shooting 37% from 3. He'll burn us. He'll come off the
He'll
bench.
trip someone. They'll fall over. He'll get a technical.
You think he'll bite somebody's ear? No, that was that was Danny Ainge that bit Tree Rollins' ear years ago.
I don't know about
that's
that.
Before your time.
So the Suns is up in the air, and then we got the Rockets.
There you go.
You got KD and Sagoon coming into town.
Yeah, Shangoon.
I don't. What do you think about that game? Are you a KD guy?
It's gonna be well. How can he not be? I mean, KD is.
I'm not a LeBron guy. I'm a KD guy.
KD's still playing at all-star level, man. He's a deadly mid-range shooter, and
his game to me is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I never. It looks like when he's so tall and lanky and skinny, and with that jump shot, you don't know how he's so friggin' deadly.
So, but right now we're 23 and 18.
Yes.
The Sixers are 23 and 18.
23 and 18.
So they played 41 games. That's halfway through the season.
Yeah.
82 games a season. We're at 41. So we're a few games 500. We just beat the Pacers. We got the Suns. We got the Rockets. And then we got the Knicks. This could be a make it, break it time in the East.
This is the longest homestand of the year, 6 games. And we got 3 games left at home. Although our record's better on the road this year than it is at home.
We beat Knicks twice in a row, didn't we?
We did. As rough as the Knicks are playing right now, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row. So these are tough games. This is going to be.
They cannot go on a 3-game skid.
No, we can't afford the 3-game skid.
Into the All-Star weekend.
So tonight's a big, huge test for us.
It is.
And I think they got to come out with a monster effort tonight.
And when a team has a pure shooter and scorer, we struggle. And Devin Booker is that.
Devin Booker is deadly. Yeah, he's really good. But anyway, so I don't know, Sanoj. We'll see. I think anything else for us? I think that covers.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yesterday, You had the French onion soup.
I did.
You had the pasta.
I did.
I had the wings.
Yeah, I ate
and
too
I had
much.
the fries.
Uh-huh.
What was your take on the French onion soup?
I love the French
It
onion
looked good.
soup at Prime Point Social. French onion soup. I recommend it. It's very good. I did have the rigatoni. It was really good. It was a 10 out of 10. It was really good. But it was good. Yeah.
My wings were pretty good.
Yeah,
I like those wings. The big basket of fries. I try to finish it.
The fries are good. They're like Freddy's
They're
fries.
good. They're good.
Freddy's fries.
I liked
They're
it.
the skinny Freddy fries.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was good. But anyway, I'm gonna be at the game Thursday night with AC Mike. AC Mike actually invited me to the game, which was kind of nice.
That's very nice.
So we're gonna be there with Mike. So maybe we'll do a little post game short. And in your absence, since Sanoj got to travel on business here,
I'll be out of town
unfortunately, we'll be out
for
of town
work,
for a
but
few days. So we'll have AC Mike step in for you remotely there a little bit.
do it, buddies.
He'll do it.
AC Mike is my guy.
I mentioned it to him today on a text, so we'll see. He seems like he's good with that.
I have a question for our viewers.
Yeah.
I had a spirited debate, and I asked you the same question over text a few days ago. I had a spirited debate with one of my good friends, Chuck, Charles, Chaz, whatever you want to call him. This is the one we had a back and forth on who's a better player, Embiid or Kevin Garnett. So I want to throw this question to our viewers, and I want you to drop it in the comments. Who do you think is better? Now, we had to frame this question over and over to make it fair. If you were building a team right now, take durability out of it. Based on skill, are you going Embiid? Or are you going Kevin Garnett?
I'd go Embiid.
I go Embiid. Now, obviously, with health issues and all of that, I think that's an issue. But
I'm not taking anything with Kevin Garnett. He was phenomenal. But Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other friend made a good point saying that KG, as good as he was, he never matched what Embiid did in that MVP season. Not even close.
No. Well, he never won an MVP.
I'm curious. Yeah. I'm curious what the viewers think. Embiid or Kevin Garnett?
Yeah, let us know what you think of that. I think that's a really good question.
Yeah.
But I'm on Team Embiid here.
I'm Team Embiid too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he had to beat out Jokic for that MVP. Embiid did.
I did. I don't have this stat written down, but I know. Look at Embiid's stats against Jokic and Wemby, and who was the other one they matched him again? But he has taken.
He's taken a lot of them to the school.
A lot of them to school, and I'll tell you what.
In his prime,
you watch Embiid now, and again, we were at the game, watching him closely last night at the game. I mean, he's got some aggression back. I mean, he's not. I said this a number of times. He's not standing around the perimeter shooting threes. He's taking the ball to the basket. He's playing bully ball.
He is, and he was taking it in on them yesterday. He was trying to show Jay Huff. He was trying to show Jay Huff and Tony Bradley who's the boss.
He was. He did.
He did.
Tony had that one, but Tony had that dunk he had over Embiid. He had momentum. It was coming downhill. Embiid just got out of the way.
Right.
Embiid didn't even try to stop it.
Yeah.
And you do. You're not gonna get hurt. But anyway, we'll see. I think that'll do it for us tonight. Anything
it was
else?
my wife's birthday a couple of days ago.
Happy birthday, Anita.
Anita, she does a lot for me to be here. The kids have all the stuff going on, dinner and laundry and dishes and all that stuff. So I just want to happy birthday to my wife, Anita. Thank you for supporting me in the space. I love you.
Happy birthday, Anita. And if you need anything while Sanoj is gone, just knock on the door. We're there for you.
Yep. So we got the Suns coming up.
How about thanks to the producer? We don't really thank
as
Alyssa
always.
Enough, So yeah, Alyssa is my daughter.
She allowed us back in the lab after our Christmas break.
Back in
holiday
the
break.
studio. We love being in the studio. It's the remotes are fine, but I love being here in the studio. It's just
absolutely. It's a good vibe.
It is.
But
yeah. So anyway,
appreciate the heck out of our producer.
Thanks for all you do. She does a great job. She does a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't see, but we appreciate that. But anyway, look, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. And we want to do it so Sanoj doesn't get depressed.
I will get depressed and upset and sad, and honestly, just subscribe.
Anyway,
that's why I don't get there.
Thanks. All right, guys. Good luck to Philly tonight. We're gonna take the Suns down. And
big 3 games ahead of us. Let's get these. Let's get these wins.
Yes.
Let's prove we belong.
We'll get those wins, and we'll talk to you a little bit from XMA on Thursday and next week, and we'll throw a few shorts out there. And you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Thursday.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.